Boom! We are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy. He's always up for a good tasering at Zach Elias. What's up, buddy?
Love a good tasering. And every now and then I've watched that throughout the week. It makes me crack up each time. It's amazing. The game blows up. I sent it to you and you fell down.
I was dying laughing at that.
It was incredible.
What I don't understand is how does something like that not go viral? I sent that to so many people. It was great.
Define viral. It was on the Shepard Smith show. That's viral.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays we do it live. Saturdays we post it later. Except somebody had a case of the sniffles this week, and I'm not blaming Zach. It was actually me, and I'm a huge wuss.
Huge wuss. Yeah. I tried to find the Bob Uecker gift from Major League 2. What a pansy. But I couldn't find it. It didn't exist.
I thought the thing that I posted was pretty good from How to Lose a Guy. I forget the 10 Ways I Hate About You. One of those.
I don't know.
Nobody likes the Mr. Sniffles. You'll get the reference.
Yeah.
Anyway, people, we're watching these episodes. Make sure you subscribe to us. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're all over. Download us every week. We come out every Saturday morning.
Can you monetize this? Like, can you pay us for the effort, guys? Something?
We're getting close. Either Facebook was data mining or they asked for all my information so they can start paying me for some of my reels that have gone viral.
You get reels that go viral?
Oh, definitely. On the talk and everything. It's great.
The talk. What an asshole.
Episode 152. Episode 153. Calling this one If I Had a Hammer. Zach, do you get the reference?
I'd hammer in the morning.
I'd hammer in the evening, and
you're building something clearly.
Or the biggest thing in the news this week was Nancy Pelosi's husband getting hit in the fucking head with a hammer.
He got hammered up. He was definitely hammered.
Before we get into today's episode, Zacharias, why don't you tell everybody what you are drinking for tonight's episode?
Aside from the 3 margaritas that I'm currently deep, because that's why I was racing to get here, because your friend and mine, Miss Molly, wanted to do dinner with Jenna and I, and that became 3 margaritas. I pulled a random one out of the fridge, so I have a Land Shark lager. This I'm gonna like. I've had it before, but it's good. Fins Up. I don't like dolphins all that much. Island style lager.
Have you never had this? It's American Corona. It's fantastic.
Yeah, but I'm reading about it. I'm reading all the chazarai on here. No, nothing else good. Margarita Brewing Company. Bottoms up. What do you got there, Playboy?
For people who are not watching this, Zach is glowing right now. His lips are pink. I thought he had gelled his hair up, but it turns out it's just schwitz everywhere.
Yeah, maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's schwitz.
Zach, things still not good in 14 Cath down by the Jersey Shore. Our fridge and freezer.
You drinking? Oh, you're getting to that. I got you. All right.
Our fridge and freezer still not fixed. So this time I couldn't do another warm bullshit. So instead,
just like buy a new Amana, some shitty fridge.
I'm not spending money for no chance, no way. But
money anything. Ask your landlord.
I went to the store and I think this is a clear bullshit. Not that I've lost the bet yet, but
I've never have to drink 3 imminently.
I've never had a fruit punch Truly, so it's a big one.
You've never lived.
Zach, this thing is 28 ounces and it's only 210 calories. I'm so excited.
It's huge.
And the can as well, you mean?
If you say so.
Release the Kraken.
Ooh, that was Menzie syncing up. That was a good pop at the same time.
Bottoms up.
I got Corona.
It's pure shit.
I've had it before.
Horrible. So Zach,
that thing? How is that thing? Is it punchy?
Yeah, it's not great.
Is it like a Hawaiian punch? Love that guy.
Oh yeah,
that's Kool-Aid. The Hawaiian punch just like punched you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
wow,
the
really?
And he stole the Macho Man's bit. The Kool-Aid guy.
Really? Driving into a tree, having a heart attack, and dying?
Yeah, that's how the Kool-Aid guy died. He didn't make it.
So, Zach, the big thing, obviously, with Pelosi's husband, and it's horrible, and obviously I hope he gets better, but what do you do if somebody attacks you with a hammer, realistically?
You get hammered. You get hit. Like, there's no. You either fight him if you can. If you're 81 years old, you just take what he's giving you.
It's such a weird story because, the guy was in his underwear, and he called the police, left the phone in the bathroom, started talking loudly about what was going on, but you don't think you could stand a chance versus a guy with like a ballpoint hammer?
Yeah, you probably could. Depends how big and strong he is. But at that point, the hammer is not the weapon. If he's a big guy, you can kick your ass at 81. But The guy held his own. He didn't die. Must have got a few
Held his
shots
own. He
in.
broke his skull.
He's still going. I don't know if he got any moves in. If he got any shots in, who knows?
It's
But
just
no,
weird.
it's a weird thing to break into a house with a hammer anyway. It's not one of the clue weapons.
Well, something you just pick up at the local Home Depot.
You can sit on that one. The pot.
It's not Target.
Target is the worst. I hate anyone who says Target. Serious or tongue-in-cheek, off it. But
no, it's like getting back to the age-old, like, could you take on 5 10-year-olds or 10 5-year-olds? Like, do you think you could defend yourself or not? Both?
Against that crew? Yeah.
What's the actual thing?
How many 10-year-olds could kick the shit out of me?
Yeah.
How big are these 10-year-olds? 5-year-olds, there's no amount. You just start swinging and they just go down like dominoes.
I remember talking about this in college, and one of my friends goes, it's unlimited, because what you do is you grab one of them by the ankles,
swing them
around. Like that's, or Rogan's theory is you just sidekick one of them so fucking hard in the face that like everybody else kind of goes, maybe I don't want to do this.
No, in this example, they're just zombies. They just keep coming.
Well, that's what they say about Bruce Lee, right? Like Bruce Lee always had everybody one at a time, but there is an element of, do I want to be guy number 1 to get my ass kicked, or do I want to wait a little bit and see when he gets tired?
Well, why don't we all just talk and say, hey guys, on the count of 3, dodgeball style, which was my flaw in dodgeball. You said it was too aggressive. I just got a ball and whipped it.
I even said something. You go, I don't fucking care. I'm doing what I have to do.
Yeah, I'm going for Simon. Let's go.
I'm surprised he never had that in those Bruce Lee movies where it's like 1, 2, 3. We will all go at once.
He would just give you like a dragon kick or like the Chun-Li. You know, that kind of thing.
So this past weekend, your boy and his wife came down, and I decided...
How'd that go?
It was fun. Everybody was great. I mean, she was unbearable when we were watching the Jake Paul fight.
Ooh.
But other than that, like a lot of... It was late. There was white cheddar popcorn everywhere.
Ew, she's a messy house guest?
Just at 11:30 on a Saturday night after all day drinking.
It doesn't matter. You should be a neat house guest.
They were delightful. But I decided, I got this fire pit. We have a nice backyard. Let's spend some time outside. So I went and I got some fire starter logs. And little did I know, I'm driving around to see patients the other day, and I pass a house that's giving away free wood. They chop down all these big trees. And hell, I'm Jewish. You know what's cheaper than buying wood?
Free wood, yeah. Free anything.
Free wood.
I can smell a deal over there.
So I go to the store, the local Ace. It's the helpful place with the helpful hardware store. And I got an axe. I asked the lady first, where is the axe? First thing she goes to me, you're not cutting up people, are you? At which I respond, man, that Jeffrey Dahmer documentary is really getting around these days.
God, you should have said to her, no, but I'm willing to learn.
Right? Meanwhile, we've talked about this.
Is that a disclaimer? Is that like part of it? Like you can say, okay, well, I warned him not to, or I did my part?
I don't know. Like when you buy a gun, do they say something like, so like, and don't go shoot nobody?
I don't even own a gun, let alone many guns. Don't necessitate a whole rack.
Zach at patient's house the other day, they got an Amazon package or a box that was massive. And I looked in there and I go, what do you need so many of these things for? And the girl goes, they're all rounds. I said, how many people do you plan on shooting? She goes, enough that I need. Couldn't believe it. It was,
enough that I need?
It was one of those, like, again, I'm not a gun enthusiast, but how many bullets do you fucking need?
I don't know. How many 10-year-olds are coming after you? That's insane. Like, that's my problem with assault rifles. Not to get too political. It tells you in the name of the object what it does. It's a rifle meant for assault. It gives the game away.
So sexual assault is not good?
I mean, was it good for you? But like, how many rounds? Well, what is her weapon of choice?
I stopped asking questions. It
was
enough.
I would have had 1,000 more.
Oh, no, this was like Oathkeeper type stuff. I was not going into this.
Yeah, the nighttime is the right time. They're going to start getting you.
Nighttime is the right time. Great drop.
Yeah, see, I know my stuff.
So, Zachy, I'm at Ace. I get my axe, and then I get some more fire starter logs because they were super cheap, right? I mean, the one I bought at the store was like $15 for one big one. At Ace, they had 9 for $20. I'm like, all right, this will do. So I grabbed that, go to check out, and these old ladies were so sweet. And the lady goes, so, you're not going to be using this for bad, are you? And I'm thinking to myself, I looked at her and go, do I look like somebody who's going to do that? Like, I
Does
couldn't believe
everybody there have shtick?
it was the same lady.
Oh.
Twice she came at me. I couldn't believe it. So get back to the house, and I figured, all right, let's start chopping the wood. Zach, am I the asshole?
Yes.
Cutting wood with an axe? So hard.
Well, you gotta hit it, and then you hit the wood into the axe.
Yeah, I did that. The problem was the girth of my stump was way too big.
Julia says otherwise.
Anyway, there's video. I think you got some of me and your boy Eric. Look good. It was so difficult.
I didn't see him doing it.
Oh, it wasn't pretty. The shirt goes up, the belly comes out. The shirt goes. It ended up being.
Cannonball Homer couldn't chop his wood.
He did a very great job. Meanwhile, super opinionated about how to build a fire, how to do everything.
Yes.
It was
TP style versus Lincoln Log style.
I'm a Lincoln Log guy, and he was not happy with that. But
a TP guy.
Not to say too much.
Is he a TP guy?
Oh yeah, big TP guy.
He's not wrong.
So
the TP gets the height.
If I'm gonna just vent a little bit, I think this is funny actually
you use
on air.
Vaseline. I learned this in Alaska. If you put a little Vaseline.
Pardon me? Yes, I do. But
yeah, if you put a little Vaseline on the wood, it's like corking your bat. It will burn for fucking days. If you wick it with something, because it's made of pure petroleum, it will just be fire starter for like good luck putting it out.
Twisted fire starter?
It's gold. Little Vaseline, a little stickle on there. Yeah, I know my stuff. Actually, that's one of the skills that,
No, you missed the Prodigy reference. That was the joke.
What?
Never mind.
Firestarter, the song?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. The nighttime is the right time. But
that's timely.
Zachy, you would appreciate this because not to say too much about him and his family.
Half the audience, by the way.
Yeah, this is just great. But at dinner, Eric's complaining about his mom micromanaging when they go away and talking about some stuff that happens. It was how to butter a bagel. I mean, he basically went real deep.
He has no idea what he's doing. Lisa's right. I'm with Lisa.
Later that night, as he's micromanaging everything, finally Julia calls him out and goes, "You know you're literally telling us how to butter a bagel right now. Shut him up." It was great.
Pretty good. I'm on Team Lisa. She's great. He's the worst.
So, tell me about your Halloween, Zach, because I have thoughts.
Yeah, my Halloween versus general Halloween. My Halloween is easy. So Zoe dresses up. She was Hermione, you girl. Anyway, and so was her little friend, and one of her friends was like Mother Earth. She was like a pool table. I don't know.
Gaia?
What?
Gaia?
Yeah, pretty much. But so they will go trick-or-treating. My job is easy. So I man the door and I get to flirt with all the parents, except for the, gay guy in the Spider-Man costume. He's a lot. And one of his kids, a little, and his wife is a big beard. There's a lot going on in that apartment. Anyway, so I do the door, and the night before Zoe and I do the pumpkin, she always wants a cat-o'-lantern, and she always wants to be super elaborate. So we have to cut the wick, the stem off, make it a tail, and make the eyes and the ears, and but we have fun. Jenna does most of the scooping. We don't do the heavy lifting in my house. Jenna does that. Other than that, that's Halloween for me. Then Zoe doesn't love eating candy, so as much as we give out, she gets back, and then she just it just sits there. She'll have half a piece or one piece. So I end up eating most of it myself, which is disgusting. I bring it to the office. Yeah, I know. So I brought it to a bunch to the office today. I was trying to be good, I'll get it out of the house. What ended up happening? I ate a shit ton of work. It's even worse. It's I go up to talk to the receptionist. Have a piece of candy. Go to the piece of candy. It's like Family Guy. Piece of candy. But that's Halloween in my house. We don't really dress up, Jenna and I. And I have thoughts about adult Halloween.
Go on.
Oh, well, let's get nuts. I saw so many people age 25 and up. What was it, a Monday? You're going to work in costume? What are you doing? We had 2 people in my office who went to work in costume. And then we had a dog fashion show or costume. We're just trying to get through the damn day here. We need this be foisted upon us. There is an age where, okay, if you're going to a specific costume party, I don't love costume parties, but I'll play ball. 9 a.m. on a Monday, you should not be in any sort of costume. What are you doing? I just don't get adult Halloween. You're not trick-or-treating. It's a fabricated holiday for children. I know that's the meme, they should be happy for them being this happy. No, I'm not. I'm not happy for them at all.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, I'm not happy for you either. The cat eating over there. Um,
Zach, I
we're
really meant to do
adults.
this,
This
but I
is
did.
society.
Did you see the memes that have been going around? It's been a way of
The
making fun of
spirit
people with the spirit.
hates
I
it.
I meant to make one. I think I said at the end of one of the episodes when I said, "Give me your clothes and I'll dress up as a disgruntled Jets fan." Like
The
it really
only
works.
funny one that I saw was the Michael Thomas one. Comes with breakable parts, and that one was really funny. Michael Thomas and the Saints. Other than that, they've been
I know
awful.
who he is. Thank you.
Yeah, well, our audience may not. Tanta Marlene does not know who Michael Thomas is,
Never know. She's a big fantasy football player.
and Big Man Dingo fan.
Zach, I was really excited for Halloween. Ready to count how many Halloween people I got? I got 1, 2, 3, 4 trick-or-treaters.
That's it. I got 4 every 10 minutes. My building is like Grand Central.
I cracked my door. I opened it up. I put my boombox there.
Who's there, Elijah?
All
What
I'm
were you
saying is
playing?
Halloween music, but there's like 7 good songs. No, it's the same bullshit. You know, it's the Pet Cemetery, the Monster Mash, the Thriller. There's like 11.
Ghostbusters theme.
Ghostbusters theme is in there. Then The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I think is a Christmas movie, but it's neither here nor there. Discuss. It is, right? But
Yeah.
I did that.
Die Hard.
I got 4 trick-or-treaters. 2 of them were the Grim Reaper. When did the Grim Reaper start having red eyes?
I don't
Did you
know.
get
When
that?
I meet him, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it was really strange. And then
When
I got
die and meet him, I'll get him on the show.
I was legit nervous. It was like a first date. The first one who did it, I went, I was like, oh, and what are you? And the girl goes, I'm Harley Quinn. And I was
No
like,
wonder you didn't get others. You fucking freaked out the neighborhood.
now,
You get a cop, like a real cop, show up at your door.
do you subscribe to a parent can show up with a kid in a carriage and be like, trick or treat, give me candy? Meanwhile, the kid can't eat solids yet.
That's better than the 30-year-old who shows up or the 28. Dude, like, some of the costumes were just beyond not even trying. I felt like Larry David and Curb. What are you? I'm a teacher? No, you can't just go bilking people out of candy. But, like, I didn't do that because I've got 8 pumpkins outside of my door, which I didn't want to be wearing.
Zach, did you?
Like, the teenagers bother me more than the baby. It's charming. It's fine. It teaches them. Like, first year when I did Halloween, I was a baby. Apparently, the first person who I walked right into his house and sat down in his living room. I didn't know any better. The second person, apparently, my mom tells her, I'm like 2. And then the first thing I can really do it myself. Instead of saying trick or treat, he opens the door. I look at him and go, do you have a penis? Like, you can't make this shit up. Believe me, his mind was blown.
What, yeah. What's wrong with you? Actually, you know what? I know. Never mind. Yeah, I was about to say how much time we got.
Yeah, this is my therapy, but we don't have an hour.
Tell me you heard about the rappers issue, WR rappers, with the trick-or-treat candy is too small to really recycle. There are people starting like these initiatives for all the litter that's coming from the Halloween candy.
I hate new age stuff like that.
Just saying.
What was that?
That was a burp, and I mic'd it out because I'm good like that. I'm not going to long COVID cough the whole episode like you do.
Am I still coughing?
It's not been that bad.
Yeah. The COVID has shrunk. Anyway, but that said, yeah.
It's not done.
Not easy being old. The rappers and these initiatives, do what your parents did and get a job. I don't know. Like, just who has the energy for that shit?
Zach, one of my patients, I have this new patient. She's absolutely delightful. And I'm going to tell you a better story about her next week. I will hold off. She dropped one the other day because she told me her husband's a big Jets fan. And I was like, sorry about that. And she goes, my husband has a great saying. The Jets, always able to snatch defeat away from the jaws of victory.
But yeah, if you watched last week, there was no shot of victory. Your boy Zach Wilson's terrible.
Terrible.
Just
stinks.
Terrible.
Stinks. I love it.
Ready.
I love it. Meanwhile, Ravens got a new middle linebacker. I'm ready to go Ray Lewis up in this bitch. Everybody, nobody's talking about us. Get ready. I'm going to be so goddamn obnoxious. You have no idea. More than normal.
Normal.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good luck, man. The rest of that team's not great.
Zach, I had a thought. I had a thought that went through my head. I'm watching, obviously, Bachelor in Paradise last night. And
my God.
There's a set of...
How long is the season?
Forever. And I despise it. There's 2 a week, and I hate it. So Wednesdays is usually the best night because there's no more. But they have now, hear me out, a set of twins on the show. Settle down. They're male twins.
Even better.
Even better. You know what I was thinking in my head? Do you know how much it must suck to be a male twin where you always have to be in the best shape, where if your twin like starts getting cut, you just can't because you'll be known as the fat one.
Right. So now I have a question. Now guys always fantasize about, with being with twins. Do girls? Do girls want the DP with twins?
No, they want sunsets and like daisies. They don't want that. No.
Right. So what's the point of having a male twin?
I don't know about the point. I was just talking about the pressure that you must have where that's kind of always in the. I mean, am I just the insane person that's thinking like
No,
you have
you've
to
got to like feed him Twinkies at night if you're not going to put the work in. You got to like just torture him. You got to make him fat. Then you'll get the good looking one.
Just
or
think
shave
about
his eyebrows.
the competition between siblings and then somebody who is your identical, somebody who is your twin.
Yeah, that's got to be impossible. I would shave his eyebrows. Then he's the fucking freak show.
What do you think he's going to do to you?
Bring it. Well, you put a knife to a gunfight. Let's go. He might be the cut one, but I'm the crazy one. Let's dance.
Zach, you said you have a little bit. It's something you want to say. And
no,
I feel
it was adult Halloween. I just don't like it. I think it's
adult
stupid.
Halloween.
I think it's and that about your boy DJ Moore blowing a game. Where did he matriculate?
Hey, University of El Paso.
Yeah, El Paso.
Technically, he didn't blow the game. He didn't blow the game. That kick was missed regardless of where it was from.
He took his helmet off and made a.
Yeah, he cost him the game.
Which I don't think should be a penalty.
Yeah, me not we. I love it. Go Terps.
Is that the school motto? Me not we.
Might as well.
I actually said that to someone today. I said that's a me problem, not a we problem at work.
Zach, our mentees are just, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, because they're children. They didn't really get what it meant. And I had to explain what the problem was.
Before we get to Pishadoo of the week, I have some more stuff to talk about. Did you watch the World Series game last
news game week?
It was. World Series last night where Bryce Harper was basically, first off, Alec Baum, he started off a little rough in Philly, but they're calling him Bomber, which is a great nickname, spelled with the H, which he goes, Bomber, 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 come back here. Harper whispers in his ear. He goes up, destroys the ball. Did you hear what that was all about? Do you know what that was? So what they were able to find was with the knee kick of the pitcher, how high it goes was whether it was a changeup or a fastball. Are you okay with teammates telling teammates about that?
Of course.
You're down?
That's not cheating. And if you're not cheating, you're not trying anyway, but I have no problem helping out.
All right. Next thought. These guys make bazillions of dollars.
Yeah.
Why is the rich guys, or any of them, why not hire some asshole like me or you who will study the pitcher every single pitch they've thrown that whole year right before an outing, and you can just try to find arm slots, knee pitches, any little thing, because you know those mechanics you can't fix throughout a season, right? Like, it is what it is.
And you really can't fix in the middle of a game.
Right.
It's just, you try to fix it, it's going to the third row.
Why do they not have scouts to do this?
I don't know. We're both available for hire.
I was going to say, you put me in...
Not a tough job.
How much would you do that? I mean, way less, right? You do that for fun.
I would do that job for 162 full season.
Yeah.
Free. Or best offer.
$20. But the truth is,
like, honestly, no. Yes, but I would probably have to make some form of a livable wage.
Obviously,
like, my way out there. Like,
forget about the money. You don't even need your way out there. You're just looking for trends. Forget about the money.
I got to be at the building. I'm going to the games, baby, and a ring. If they win, I'm on the team.
No, it's got to be on the DL. You can't be on the ring.
No. Then no deal.
Low, not disabled list.
I know. I had a discussion with someone else at work today. He called it IL. We both know it's DL, and he laughed. Menzies. But nevertheless, no. If I'm going to do it, and I'm going to be a part of this thing, but what if every team had one? Some nerd Jew who looks at these things.
Why are they going to be a Jew or a nerd?
There are two of us, and there's got to be one of us in every market.
You're telling me that this isn't a genius idea
because there's not one of us in Milwaukee.
I've been to Cincinnati. There is not one of us in Cincinnati.
Fine. Nevertheless,
but the point is if you start going out and doing this for everybody, it gets too exposed. If you're a rich guy, just hire one person, just study the pitcher, arm slots, leg kicks, strides, any little things that you could pick up on. That'll raise your average at least 30 points easily, right?
Before every game, if you know what he's going to do,
just a little bit. It's the same thing like with the cheating Astros. Look, even when you know what's coming, it still ain't easy to hit.
No, exactly. But like literally, all the job needs to do is get every single guy on the team one hit a week.
That's
One
it.
hit a week is
No,
what,
see,
30?
you keep talking about this we, not me. I don't want it for the team. I want it for one
Oh, you
guy.
want it for just you, your personal Jew?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. I'd be your personal Jew.
You can be my personal Shylock. No, I think he should be a team employee.
No, because when guys start moving around, they're going to start helping each other out. I'm saying you could do this legally under the table for years and get away with it.
I want a ring. I want Ron Harper's ring in no time. There's 3 clear bullshits in front of you. Ridiculous.
I love it. I'm
Are
drinking.
you liking that thing?
No, it's sweet, but it's 200 calories. So,
Is that good?
No, it's not good. But I think I'm onto something here, but we'll discuss
Not
it a later
bad,
date.
but I think it should be team done.
Okay. All right.
Or hire 9 Jews. 1 for each player. Get your own.
Pishadoo of the week. Zach, I have 8 candidates here for you. Are you ready?
Sure, let's dance.
Candidate number 1. Lately, we've been doing only pickup because here in this house, there's no fridge. So it's all about, I go to the store, I go to a restaurant, let's get some pickup. And my landlord, I always text and say, what do you want to eat?
The worst texter I know.
Terrible. 1, commas don't exist. She basically texts like walking. Quesadilla, chicken, cheese, tomatoes.
Quick of no commas. At the Jet game, they have a thing goes around the ring that says like quiet offense at work.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't put the comma like quiet offense at work. So it just makes it look like your
quiet offense.
Quiet. Like a quiet offense. I pointed it out to my uncle the other day. We were dying. Yeah, for years I've been doing it. I've never noticed that it's not punctuated right.
Stand, comma, erect. So my landlord, I've been picking up food for, and she's ordering off menu basically. The things she asked for, she goes, "Oh yeah, like make sure you get." I mean, it's not like I'm going to McDonald's and she's asking for chicken parm, but the stuff that she's saying, it's like, "Oh, get the seasoned fries." I'm like, they don't have seasoned fries. They have regular fries and cheese fries. What are
talk to Chad? He'll do it for you.
It might as well be like that. It's annoyed the piss out of me. Her ordering is just like, just say what you want and put a comma in there. It's been terrible. Like, I'm a doctor. I go to these places, I read it literally as it's written, and the guy just looks at me, I go, I don't know, dude, this is what it says. Like, what do you want me to do?
Oh, I say that all the time. When I have to like do sandwiches for the Jet game, I tell them the one that I want, and then like he asks me about the other ones, I go, I don't know, man. Those aren't for me. Figure it out. Whatever you want to give the guys.
Candidate number 2. This is a little past the expiration date, but you heard about Russell Wilson traveling to London doing the high knees and the thing, and of course he's as cringy as you get. Here's my comeback to it. They won.
It's only crazy if it doesn't work.
Right? They won.
Whatever gets a win. Yeah.
You see the Justin Tucker when he made fun of him on their flight home, where he goes, "Flock like a raven. I'm doing high knees. Fly." It was
great.
You know
how dangerous that shit is on a plane? I mean, maybe it probably isn't, but it would scare the fuck out of me. Jumping on a plane is a terrible idea.
Okay. Big misconception. He wasn't doing running high knees. He was doing that exercise where you bring your knee to your chest and just stretch and then put it down.
No. He was doing the high knees.
No, he wasn't. You're wrong.
I think he was.
You're wrong.
It's a terrible idea.
I love this next story.
Shit on an airplane. You a gajillion dollars. Go find a gym. Or...
The point is he just overdoes it. That's what he does. He's Mr. Cringe, man.
He sucks.
I really like this next story. Ready? Of course, in Asia right now, anytime there's any type of COVID outbreak,
why did I punk out on Friday? What did I do Friday? Ron Queller's calling me out. What did I do?
New Ron, we're going to see Dice.
Oh, I fucked that up.
You did fuck that up.
I fucked it up.
There's still tickets if you want to buy one.
Next to you?
No, but we can hang out.
I don't want to hang out with you. That's New Ron? Why is he sitting like this? Like it's his prom picture.
The picture is from 20 years ago. I don't know. He's great. Who cares?
I know he's great, but like, fine. Me and old Ron are going to go see Dice at a different venue and kick some ass.
It'll be closer.
It might be.
All right, focus. Ready?
No, I'm distracted by Rons.
Too many Rons on the brain.
A lot of Rons. Yeah.
And Ron?
Terrible.
So, Zach, in Asia, whenever there's a COVID outbreak these days, they're still going just batshit over stuff. Pun intended. Disney Shanghai locked down the theme park, people inside of it because of a COVID outbreak. People inside were not allowed to leave, I think for a couple of days, but had unlimited rides. What are your thoughts?
Do they feed you? Like,
yeah, I assume they give you
funnel cake.
Sure, just no cheese.
Yeah, unlimited rides. Where do you sleep? You just don't.
There's Disney hotels.
Oh, so you can stay on campus. You don't have to like stay in the Magic Kingdom.
Something like that.
Locking this.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, but what are your thoughts on this, Zach?
Well, if you get a hotel, it's dynamite. If you have to like live on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, not quite as fun. Um, but that's cool. I mean, it's a leper
So you're
colony.
down.
It's a leper colony.
I've been to a leper
Everyone there's
colony.
got it. So what's the fucking difference?
In Greece, there's a leper colony. I've been there.
You think they shtup? Like, yeah, we're all fucking there. We've all got this thing. Let's get weird.
I don't know. I have a feeling that there's one body part you don't want to lose, and there's a great chance that doesn't come back when you give it away.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I was really proud when we went to leper colony. There was this fake little house without a window. So I go in there real quick, tuck my arm in my shirt, come out and do a wave like this. I was very proud of that. It's great. There's video.
That's pretty good.
Candidate number 4. I saw in a picture online some asshole that I'm friends with on Facebook was giving out candy. Let me describe the candy. There were Rolos, Milk Duds, and I imagine 2 other real shitty candies in this bag of candy. What are your thoughts on giving out shitty candy on Halloween?
I'm happy to give out shitty candy.
You are?
In the event that I get better candy in return. Am I the
Are you
asshole?
crazy? Yeah. We're talking about the Elias household right now because
she
they're
dumped out? Because that seemed to be a leitmotif in my building. Because she got the same shit candy back that we were giving out.
that was the bag that was actually there. Like, so Zach, I have right here the top 10 best-selling candies. Do you know how many of your candies are on this list of the top
By the way,
10?
I love it. Zoe doesn't like mint because I get all the York peppermint patties. Fabulous.
Julia likes those.
They're
Anyways,
good.
Zach,
I like Julia. Good for her.
the candy that you were handing out, do you know how many of yours made this top 10?
Well, it can't be Dolce Charleston shoes. We're not diamond hands like you and your roommate.
Charleston Chew, not making the list. But
Fabulous candy.
your candy's not on the list of the top
What's
10
the top
best.
10?
Candy corn,
Ugh.
which, you know what? I saw a great meme online.
Garnished.
Do you know why it's called candy corn? I actually didn't know this.
Because it's shaped like a corn nugget.
But if you line it up in a kind of a shape, a cylindrical shape, looks just like corn.
Cool. Next question.
Tootsie Pop, Snickers, Hershey Kiss, Sour
We gave
Patch,
Snickers.
Hot Tamale, Starburst,
No.
M&M, Skittles, and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
We gave Skittles. We gave Reese. We gave.
I
Snickers.
saw the bag. You didn't.
That's what she got. She
Yeah,
dumped.
what she got. What you actually bought with your monies.
No. I gave candy. She went around the building and received candy. So those are my cheap ass fucking neighbors.
Zach, I have a picture of the bag that you were handing out in your apartment.
Oh yeah, that's a cheap bag.
Oh, lawyer, are you kidding me?
Well, whatever.
What an asshole.
My roommate bought the shit. I'm not buying better candy for these little Vildachaya, these little animals running around. They should be giving me good stuff.
Candidate
Well,
number
I'll take 5 bar.
number
Amazing
5
candy bar.
is pretty good. So I know you couldn't give 2 shits about Twitter, but you know that Elon Musk bought
He's
it,
charging.
and now he's
My friends are
charging
all up in the-
for the
your
check
girl
mark
AOC is all kinds of pissy about it.
about everything, so it doesn't really matter.
Change your tampon and call me.
Oh my god, what are your thoughts on charging for the check mark?
I don't give a shit. I don't go on that thing other than to find out what's wrong with the Lincoln Tunnel.
Is there LincolnTunnel.com? Like, what is this?
Pretty much. Like when we were staying on jet traffic, I found out that a truck got stuck in the Lincoln Tunnel because it was too tall. That's what the traffic was. I was fuming.
Oh my god. Candidate number 6, Uncle Dan is being forced to sell the team.
Unks.
It's valued at 5.6 billion.
Out of here.
1 million more. Sorry, 1 billion more than what the Broncos just sold for.
That's
Maybe it's the
insane.
proximity. What do you know? What percentage him and his family own of the Washington Commanders?
80%, 100.
Close, 100%.
Yeah, like he's
So-
the whole thing.
Right.
So he can be a maniac, and you get rewarded for it by winning the lottery. God bless
Times
America.
5.
God bless America.
Crazy, right?
Good for
It's
him.
great. It's really good.
Good for Uncle Dan. How does that trickle down to you? You coming to the
No.
wedding?
Do you know how many Snyders would have to die for me to see any of that money?
Let's start the insanity. Your patient's got enough ammo for it, so let's go.
And last candidate, I think you're going to enjoy this. I heard this on the news today that the Philadelphia Phillies, or at least the surrounding town, refused to serve the Houston Astros food. The team needed to get food sent in, and multiple restaurants were like, starved. We're not giving you anything.
Philly fans are the worst. God bless them.
I thought you'd be on board. You think this is the worst?
Because it's Philly. Anywhere else, I'd love it. I
You'd
just can't
love
think
that,
of nothing.
right?
Yeah, I love that.
All right,
That's
Zachy,
amazing.
Pishadoo of the week. Ordering off the menu from my landlord, Russell
Oh,
Wilson exercising on the plane. Disney Shanghai locks you down.
yes.
Somebody I know giving out real shitty candy for Halloween. Elon charges for a check mark. Uncle Dan selling the team for most likely $6 billion. And the Phillies, people in Philadelphia refusing to give out food to the Houston Astros.
I'm going to shock the world here.
And say you're the asshole?
Julia. It's Julia.
She is an
I
asshole.
don't know, man. Like, it's annoying that she's even making you do the order, and it's not crystal clear, and it's not like idiot proof, and it's not just clean.
It should be bang bang. Not hold
No,
on.
I've been
Do they
there,
even
man.
have?
It's so annoying.
Right. I agree with you.
Yeah. That's a tough list, and I'm giving it to your landlord.
Who's your daddy? The podcast. Thanks for
trivia. We got nothing to quiz me on. Oh,
It's
shit,
30.
news.
We're already 35 minutes in. I'll save the
I've got
trivia for
nothing.
next week.
You have nothing.
Zach, next week, Erection Day. Who you got?
Well, definitely not an erection. Those pills aren't kicking in yet. I don't know. You got the anti-abortion gun Trumpy guy versus the casino lobbyist who wants to take my money for a Bills stadium. I'm fucked either way. Who are you voting for in New Jersey? Are you even registered in that state?
Nope.